Hi, it's the Carter Man, and as you can see, I've got my working hat on. I actually worked at Lowe's at one point in my working class neighborhood, because to tell you the truth, if with Constitutional Rights PAC, as you know, I'm the president, if I could have one dream come true, it would be that CRPAC becomes the one organization in Washington that really represents the working person, okay, that really represents a working person. Because God knows we need it, all right? I just heard about one of the organizations in Washington just got a $5 million grant from somebody or somewhere. And you know what? I'd rather have $1 a piece from 5 million working people than have some wealthy contribution for 5 million, because I think it's a lot better to have an organization that represents the masses than has someone that can maybe call the shots, right? Because of major contributions. So that's where we are, and that's particularly important with today's second message to you, because it's all about something the politicians are doing to the working people. Okay, I'm not sure whether you saw the headline. It came out of Maryland. Okay, came out of Maryland that Maryland's getting ready to pass a law that murderers under 25 can't be charged with felony murder. No. Free ride for you. Free ride for you. If you're under 25, it's just kind of a free-for-all. Go get them. Go get them. The politicians are telling the murderers, we got your back. We got your back. Okay, you blow their brains out and we got your back. That's not the way America was meant to be, is it? And you might say to yourself, why in God's name would the politicians want to pass such a bill? And folks, trust me, it's not going to stop in Maryland. It's not going to stop in Maryland. Coming to a state near you as these radical left-wing woke politicians more and more take over, unless we fight them and stop them, which we're going to do, okay? Which we're going to do. But nonetheless, that's what they're out to do. All right, so you say, but why? Why would anybody want to protect murderous thugs? Well, I'm going to tell you, there are 3 reasons. Number one, the political elite in America today are also the wealthy elite. So they don't care what happens to the everyday working person. They just don't care. They live in their gated communities or their pampered neighborhoods, and what happens to everybody else? Tough for you. Tough for you. No exaggeration. No exaggeration. Remember what I've told you over and over? In the U.S. Senate, the average net worth $7 million. How does that relate to your bank account? Half the members of the House of Representatives millionaires. So they're out of touch and don't care to get in touch. They just don't. You're on your own, folks. You're on your own. We're fine. We're fine. Nobody can get to us. We've isolated ourselves and we've insulated ourselves. So open season on you. Open season on you. The second reason is buying votes. Once again, they're buying votes from the thug culture. Now imagine that. Imagine going around saying, hey, if you'll vote for me, I'll let you kill whoever you want. That's what this law says. It's what this law says. And don't let them give you any. If there are nuances, well, there are nuances. Now there are no nuances. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. We know what you're up to. And the third reason is perhaps the most pernicious of all. They're weaponizing crime. They're weaponizing crime. I first saw this when I lived in Honduras for about a year, where the politicians, the wealthy class, once again, let crime run rampant. Why? Because if you're worried about surviving, if you're afraid to come out your front door, you're not going to be mounting too much of a political movement or even caring about what happens in politics, because all you want is to live till tomorrow. Okay? That's what the politicians are doing. They're weaponizing crime. The worse crime gets, the more protected they are from people taking to the streets and trying to live their lives and take back their country. Okay? If you can't go out the door, you're not going to stage a revolution. It's just that simple. All right? Now in America, they are weaponizing crime, saying to the criminals, have at them, and keep them away from us. That's what the politicians see. Overstatement? Think about it. Think about it. If anything, it's almost an understatement. That's how vile weaponizing crime is, and that's what they're doing. Okay, so 3 reasons why they're unleashing murderers on the working people. 1 is because they are trying to buy votes once again. 2, because they themselves are protected. They don't care. They don't care. They're protected. So heck with the rest of you. And 3, folks, you ain't coming out of your house. You're going to get shot. So don't be bothering the rest that we politicians. So we'll take care of things. You hide out under your bed. And we're going to unleash the criminals to make sure that's where you stay. That's what it's all about. That's why we're fighting it. That's why we're going to win. That's why your CR PAC represents working people, day to day, every day, salt of the earth, God-fearing, good-hearted, patriotic Americans, and we're the ones going to take this thing back and end this kind of crapola. Okay, let's do this thing.